Hi, my name is Callie C from Cables and Pearls, and I am giving you a brief update into what I have been doing lately. Trying out a new camera angle. Let's see how this works for now. As I have mentioned to you in my last update, I was working on a sweater for my son. I have made significant progress with that sweater since the last, 2 weeks since I've talked to you? So let me share with you what those results are. As you already know, I had worked on the sleeves of the sweater. So here are the sleeves, which I'm happy with, and they are good to go. What I have completed so far was the full back of the sweater. So here's the full back of the sweater. And finally, I have started working on attaching the front of the sweater. I still have to finish attaching the front in this area as well. What I do like about this is that while I'm still attaching the front, my son had asked me to make him pockets, and I'm working on the pockets. So this is it from the front. This is what the back looks like. This is what your hands go in, right? His hands are so small because he's about 6, but I decided to do pockets regarding on the seams to make them more easier. I didn't want to do a kangaroo pocket, although there's nothing wrong with a kangaroo pocket. It just adds too much bulk to the front, and I didn't want to do a 2-half kangaroo pocket for this. I think this is fine and all, and I didn't want to do a pocket on the outside, although it's very well possible. You just pick up the stitches here and then you knit with the same pattern all the way up. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to have the pocket hidden in here. So here's this part. What the next step is for this particular sweater is to finish seaming that, add the sleeves to it, right? Because this is a set-in sleeve sweater. And after I finish doing that, I need to do the button band. I need to do the hood for the sweater. Attach buttons, which I have plenty of, and unless I'm gonna see if he wants to have unique buttons for it. And after I finish that, then I need to work on the second sweater. I already have the yarn for it. It is good to go. Just need to wind it up, confirm the measurements that I have for my son. And this is a kiwi green. It's been a while, and I need to just plop through the sweater all together because my son's been waiting on this for a while. And so this is it. This is gonna get done. I'm gonna work through this. This is now my next job to get through. I not only have a sweater to work through, but in regards to the crochet project, I don't know if I shared this with you, but I have I think I have shared this with you before, but I have Granny Square project that I'm working on. Is Red Heart's Granny Square, and I was going to make a shrug or like a cropped sweater so I can wear over one of my dresses, and this is pretty. I like it, right? It's beautiful. I'm gonna make 22 of them, 22 or 28 of them, and I'm nowhere near finished yet. So that's another project I have to get done. And in the meantime, with my attention span kicking in and trying to get as much projects done as possible, I decided to grab an old yarn that I have, because I'm also in the progress of destashing my old yarn of the yarn that I have used and finding a final purpose for it once again. I'm going to put a stitch marker in here because sometimes you just forget to put stitch markers in your projects. If you've done that before, put in the comments below on what happened to your project. I lost a couple of stitches just now. Tell me your funniest moments of when you forget to put a stitch marker in. But this is the headband that I'm working on, and it's blue. It seems like blue a lot apparently. Look at my else. It's chipped, but it's fine. And it's blue. And I like this color. I didn't realize how much I liked how fun this was. When I picked this color out, years ago. This color was to make a blanket for one of my sons, my 9-year-old to be exact. I made a blanket for him when he was first born, and I picked this color. It's pretty interesting too. Wait, did I pick this color? No, I didn't pick this color. This color I picked out for a gift I was given to someone, and it was a blue. The blue that I have for my son was a different one, but this one was a spotted blue, and I had a spotted pink one of this one as well. But this is what the blue looks like, and I think it's very pretty. And I'm almost done. It was already claimed by my daughter, so I don't get to own the final product, which is okay. And I'm looking forward to doing more of those type of projects to see what it is I complete and how much yarn I have for what. Brings to my attention of what I wanted to talk to you next. And I want to talk to you about your knitting journey or crochet journey or yarn journey in the meantime. And I've noticed, at least with me, that I am not where I thought I was in the very beginning. In the very beginning, I wanted to learn how to make sweaters, nothing but sweaters. I was obsessed with sweaters because knitting in the beginning had to have a function. It had to have a use, a purpose. And what's more of a use of a purpose than to make sweaters, right? You can save. I can't even say you can save money because yarn is expensive within itself, but you can make something and have that feeling of, yes, I made it. And I made sweaters, and I was actually very happy with making sweaters. And then I ventured off into other things. I tried making socks, gloves, mittens, hats. Hats I'm still working on. I don't know why, but I need to make hats smaller than the head. I have to do calculations for that. But sweaters I'm working on, socks I like, and things of nature. And where I was in the very beginning is not where I am now. And I just wanted to share that with you, that where you thought you were in your knitting journey may not be where you're going to end up. Right now, I still like making sweaters, but when I think about it, I'm not that drawn to sweaters that require me to do a lot of shaping, or sweaters that require me to do a lot of, intricate ins and outs and darts. I'm liking the simpler shapes. I'm liking the boxy shapes, and I'm liking the idea of the texture for the sweater. And I've always been a texture kind of person, but I have to decide what kind of texture it is that I like. I like the solid colors, but lately I've been being drawn to a lot of bright, multicolors kind of things. And so my yarn reflects the changes that I have. I can honestly say that I am thankful that the yarn that I have in my stash, regardless of what stage I'm at, is yarn that I actually like, and not yarn that I bought because they were on sale. Some of the things or questions I have asked myself is, even if the yarn is on sale, do I really like it? Will I really use it? Can I see me making a project with it? And if the answer to those questions are no, then regardless of how pretty the yarn may look, it's not something I actually purchase. I have enough yarn, and I can say I'm content with what I have so far. And I'm not looking to acquire more unless it's really, really, really out there, which I don't mind. But I'm not looking really to acquire more. And if I do acquire yarn, it may be one or two of the shades, or unless I'm really obsessed with it. Red Heart, Bitty Stripes, I'm talking to you. I love that yarn. I really like that yarn. I don't know what it is. It's the colors, the stripes, it's everything. Distress, I don't know. I'm drawn to it. I need to get one of practically every color. They have new colors out, and that one is like, yeah, I can do something with that. But I digress. Aside from that, I don't really find myself drawn to a lot of yarns, and I'm not in the stage of acquiring, except for that one, yarn. So wherever you are in your journey, appreciate it and enjoy it. You may not be in the same stage where you were when you first started. I liked sweaters. I like shaping. I like knowing that I can do the math myself and break things down. But lately, I'm more or less like, I like the simple shapes. I like texture. I like the relaxed look. And maybe that's just where I'm at right now. More headspace to do a lot of different things, and I'm pretty much excited about it. So enjoy where you are, enjoy your journey, and I'll let you know where I am in regards to my crochet and my knitting projects that I'm working on. And like I said, I have to move on quickly with the red sweater and start quickly with the green one because I got work to get done. I can't play around now. My son's been waiting for the sweater for a while, and we are now in July. I got to speed this up. So in the meantime, I hope you have a great week, and I hope to speak to you next week, whether about it's my projects or just insights of what's been going on and my thoughts about knitting or crochet. Until then, take care.